please, whoever's gonna make the statue of Kevin De Bruyne, just pick him wisely, because I've seen some crazy ones over the years.
David Beckham,
Cristiano Ronaldo.
My God. Y'all seen Dwayne Wade's statue?
Yes.
Oh, my good God.
and they're all good-looking guys.
Yes.
Come on, why do you gotta do them dirty like that?
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Elischa here, and welcome back to another episode of Through Ball. As always, I am joined by the very best co-host any man can ask for. We got Kaylyn, Kyle, Darian Jenkins in the building. Welcome back to Through Ball on DAZN. This is episode 10. We've been here
crazy.
for a minute.
Crazy. We've been
I feel
together
us
for
aging.
10 weeks.
Not gonna lie, I'm happy. I'm excited to be here every week with you guys, and you guys too, joining us every single week. We appreciate you. We appreciate your presence. And as always, we start off the show talking about anything that's making headlines, that's important and valuable to us in football. Our VAR moments of the week, as we call it.
My VAR moment, y'all, is Tottenham.
Wow.
We have to give a round of applause.
Yeah.
Their first major trophy since 2008. They win the Europa League over Manchester United. And to me, this match was a tale of the managers, really, both having terrible seasons, 16th and 17th in the EPL.
It's the worst final we've seen, considering not the
Most
worst final.
interesting final.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
of how the teams were heading into the final in their league.
Yeah.
play.
And Ange getting so much criticism, but man doesn't lie. He always wins trophies in his second year. I don't know if Mans is going to stay with
Yeah.
Tottenham just
Yeah.
because of the year that they've had, but to walk away or, hey, stay with $113 million to spend
Yeah.
next year is huge.
Come
So
on now.
round of applause for Tottenham, because
out to-
there's
I-
a
round of-
lot
I-
of pressure on
you know
this,
what
and
kinda
the
breaks
more
me a
pressure
bit?
on Tottenham.
Harry Kane
Oh.
that's watching this. I know he
He's
just won his
gonna
first.
be-
Yes.
I
He's
understand
gonna
it. He just won his
Yes.
first
Bittersweet
title,
happy.
but in Germany, yeah, you would be, but you'd be like, really? You
Yeah.
waited
Just
till
when I
I
leave?
left? Like, the man
Yeah.
was that club.
What do you-
But Sonny.
Son got his trophy.
Son got his
so that's
trophy.
the only for football fans overall, on whatever side you are, that's like that makes up for it. The
Yeah.
fact that Son is still there and he's got a trophy.
And he's so likable, isn't
And,
he? He's
yeah,
just
and
such
Harry
a
got
sweetheart.
one too in his own his own team.
Yeah,
so
they both got trophies.
it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
man.
different, a little
Shout out
though.
Brennan Johnson, scored the winner.
Brandon Johnson scored the winner, 42nd minute. Sat back after that. They played smart. That's not what Tottenham has done all year long. So
Yeah.
what a way to go out with a trophy and show that you've grown a lot in your system. So shout out to
done.
Ange.
United,
Tottenham.
United not. Boo. Sorry, I'm sorry, United.
That
That's
was
just.
just
I'm,
that's a
I'm
bit
sorry.
much.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
They lost.
What's your VAR moment
My
of the week?
VAR. I think because I don't know, I'm like been invested with him this season, obviously because what he did in the Champions League. But Declan Rice just seems like a lad's lad. He's funny. Like all of his interviews, he's funny. He's
Yeah.
always messing around at the training ground. Like he's just very likable for being a top talent and a top player. And then it was like a post session. He's like in his car, everyone like comes over and like gets their picture or whatever.
Yeah.
So he like pulled over somewhere on the side of the street. A little kid wanted a picture with him. He took the picture and then he was like, "Mate, are you walking?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." And he's like, "Get in, I'll drive you. Where do you need to go?"
Fire.
And
my
it's like
God.
this young
Yeah.
kid that's like, I just wanted a
Imagine.
picture, and now I'm
Yeah.
in Declan Rice's vehicle.
That's
What
and
kind
crazy.
of car was it? Do
I
we
don't know. Probably it was probably like
Probably
a
like a
Benz.
Maserati or
Yeah.
something.
And Declan's like in there driving. The kid's filming him. Probably like, this was not on my my
Oh
bingo
my.
card for
Can
today.
you imagine your idol
Yeah.
being like, you know what? I'll drive you home.
How
Hop in."
cool is that though?
You
Like
know
that,
where I live now?
It's proven to me. Like I know social media
Yeah.
is like sometimes a lie. It's like a facade, and I
Yeah.
understand that. And like, but when you watch his interviews, he's very much like a Jack Grealish. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people are, give him hate, but then he's just like he's like a cool guy.
Yeah.
Like humanizes the player side of it, and I'm like, that is so cool. Like that kid's life is forever changed, and this is
Yeah.
why like he'll go down as an Arsenal legend because of like, yes, okay, he produces on the pitch, but he's producing off the pitch. Like that's just sick.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Can you
That's
imagine
cool.
your legend picking you up and be
I
like, where
love
do you
it.
want to go?
No.
I love it when players like break that fourth wall like this.
Yeah.
It gets to show, and I think that when your natural personality is that cool, you don't have to, like, even if you are media trained, it doesn't even like show through because you're just
Yeah.
like a nice, kind person. Like even like
You don't
Rashford,
have to be
It's
media
cool.
trained.
Yeah.
Rashford
Yeah.
the
No,
other
he's
day
cool.
did
Yeah.
did something similar. Like there was like a fan who met him and who told them that a family member of hers was disabled, and he asked for their address and said that he would actually, like, he'll come over and go meet them. An hour later, he showed up at their house and, like, met their family. So it's like, you know, guys like that is
Kevin
it
Denke
doesn't
for
get
FC Cincinnati, same thing. He scored a bicycle kick in like match day 13, and he went out and bought 100 little bicycles and went to like a local school in Cincinnati, an underprivileged school, dropped them off, did like a little speech, and like gave all these little kids bicycles. And I'm like, this is like the human side of thing. Like, that's definitely something that came into his mind. He's like, I scored a screamer on the weekend, a bicycle kick. Let's donate some bicycles to kids.
Crystal Palace defeating Manchester City in the FA Cup final. Yeah. Oh my God, what a game. Again, there are intangibles in this game of football, and I always say this. If the better team is getting a lot of chances early on, or even just throughout the match, and you don't put them away, the other team will make you pay for it every single time. You give them hope. It's going to happen. It's just in the laws of football.
Yeah.
And, man, Eze put that in the bed and just bagged them away, man. And and I'm happy for him specifically because it felt like after Olise left, because they were such like a power duo, that is Olise too good to stay for Crystal Palace, but then he's just good enough for Crystal Palace, so he stayed. But I just think that moment is like a full circle to where it makes it all worth it. Like their first major trophy in the club's history, like.
His journey is really cool, too, from getting dropped from a team to kind of bouncing around, then becoming a starter, making his name, and then you score the goal to win a championship like that. It's iconic. And did you see his cousin, who's on SNL, and after the show this last Saturday,
she was wearing the jersey.
She was rocking his Crystal Palace jersey.
That's fire.
Yeah, it was really, really cool.
And for the fans as well. Like, okay, I get it. Like, Manchester City, everyone's like, oh, they're the favorites. They should have won it. But, like, it just makes football football. It makes people fall in love with it. And, like, I always talk about this, especially with the English football leagues, because it's been there for years and years and years and years and years and years. There's so much history with it. Like, you're born into supporting Crystal Palace because your dad's dad did, your dad's dad's dad did, your dad's 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 did. Like, it's like... impaled in you of like you can't support another team. Whereas like here in America, it's like, oh, we watched a Liverpool documentary. We like Liverpool. That's what we fell in love with. Or like a favorite player.
A team's popping up, a new franchise is opening up in
my 6-year-old,
wherever.
Holland. That's his. Did the hair, everything. He's a Man City fan through and through. Now my youngest, obviously, we're an Everton family. Evertonians. My father-in-law played for it. So my husband and then my youngest son, he's like Everton through and through. If you wear another jersey, it's like ugh. So when you see the Crystal Palace fans that have their first major trophy, there was a 92-year-old woman in the stands being like crying. A grown woman, 92 years old, that probably went to every single Saturday, Sunday match. She's probably always had season tickets. And she was like sitting there like in her wheelchair being like, finally.
Who knows, maybe this is the beginning of like a new chapter for Crystal Palace and they have potentially a lot more trophies on the horizon. But special win. Pep not getting on the other side. You have the winners, but you got the losers.
And then he's like, I want a small squad next year.
Trophyless season for the first time in England.
It happens.
Yeah. Is this the beginning of the end, though?
Not for Man City?
For Pep.
Nah, he's too good of a coach. I think I do though when you look at a manager that's had so much success and is so scrutinized under one club, it's almost that point of like, how much longer do you stay at that club? If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think the next 2 years are going to be like very, very telling. What people are you dropping from your roster? How are you acquiring people? Dropping KDB is a big, big change up. The pinnacle of your team for the last 10 years.
KDB.
Yeah. Who is it? Chicago Fire has
his rights. Yeah.
Come on now. Make it happen. Obviously, I don't know if, unless you've been living under a rock, you've seen all the marvelous things that Lamine Yamal has been accomplishing lately. And because of that, to a lot, and obviously to Barcelona, it just makes sense to give him the iconic number 10. As we know that Messi has worn, damn near his whole career at Barcelona. Right now, Lamine has number 19. But they're thinking of giving him the number 10 shirt. Right now, it's worn by Ansu Fati. There's context to that, but the take is Barcelona should not give Lamine Yamal the number 10 shirt, and he should stay with number 19. Onside or offside?
So, okay, hold on. My brain is processing. They should give him the number 10? They should not.
They should not
offside.
give him
okay.
They should not give him the number 10 shirt.
Offside.
And I have a point to make for this.
Go ahead.
Look, iconic number 10. Sure, retire it if you want. Take it away from
We're
Ansu.
not retiring that.
Take it away if you want from Ansu Fati, because again, for a lot of Barca fans, and I could attest to this. When Ansu came, it was very exciting. Everybody's looking forward to it. Like, this kid is what Lamine is doing now is what we were expecting from Ansu. That didn't pan out the same way, but the decline started right after he got the number 10 shirt.
I think this is offside, though. I understand your take, and Ansu Fati, unfortunately, he didn't pan out as that, Lionel Messi number 10. Those are big boots to fill. What I will say about Lamine is he's already proven to us at 17 that he is the best teenager. We discussed this last week on Through Ball, and I got some heat from people at work, and I was like, tell me a better teenager at his age that's more professional than he is. And it's not any discredit to Ansu Fati, because he's an amazing player. And I don't think it's him admitting defeat, like, I'm never going to be that player. He's a different player. But if I'm that player, I'm giving up my number 10 jersey.
And Lamine Yamal has already showed that.
Yeah.
Week in, week out, he has showed that. Champions League, he showed that. He's an absolute baller. So I think he's proven he deserves it. He's proven he can handle the pressure. He's going to dance through it. He's going to call people out. He's going to throw some shade on Instagram. He's built for that. I don't think Ansu Fati is at the place. Maybe in a few years he will be. Maybe not with Barcelona. He can handle that.
I don't think it's so much more about Ansu. Just for context, I talked about him being the current player that has it. I just think it's also again, we talk about the honor of having that number 10. Lamine has an opportunity to make the number 19 iconic. So for me, it's more about he's already getting he's the next Messi, and you're going to get those comparisons.
I don't think what number it matters on the back of his jersey.
But
it's 10.
But Spain. Yeah. It's Barcelona. The 10 is the 10 is the 10. Mm-hmm.
Listen, man. Wow. Let us know what you feel like in the comments. I'm going on side with this one. I think that he should stick with number 19. You guys think that he should take the number 10?
Hell yeah.
Give him the 10.
Let us know how you feel in the comments. Next take that we're going to touch on right now. And there's Salah said that he would gladly welcome KDB onto Liverpool. And obviously, direct Premier League rivals, and we've seen different players do it. Carlos Tevez went from Manchester United to Manchester City. We've seen different players all throughout history go to direct rivals. And I even saw an interview with Antoine Griezmann recently where during the time when he was in talks with Manchester United, they asked him, is there a chance that maybe he goes to Real Madrid from Atletico? And he said 0 chance because they're direct rivals. Some people are very
Liverpool and Man
polarized
City direct rivals. Liverpool's more of a direct rival with Everton.
But not rivals.
I think because they're winning.
Yeah. So to that. So it's it's rival-ish. But so the take is players should be allowed to go to their rival's team. It's their career, it's their choice. They should be allowed to go to a rival's team, onside or offside. So Real Barca.
Okay. I know me. As a player, I could never, there's no money in the world where I could go to a direct rival.
Cap! No, Cap. Don't do that.
I
what?
couldn't.
You getting 150 mil
I'm gonna say onside with an asterisk that it depends on how long you've played with that team. KDB going to Liverpool, he's a Man City. There's a statue of you outside of Man City for 10 years. I don't think he would do it. I don't think he would do it.
Money only goes so. Money buys really nice things.
If you want money, go to Saudi Arabia.
Oh. Facts.
Go to the Saudi.
It's not like they're hurting for cash. They're probably on $250,000 a week.
True, but when we're talking about the honor and the integrity of it all, let's say
I'm an integrity person. I couldn't do it.
Can your fans really be mad?
Yes,
if you've given everything, like a KDB. I just want to go play for another team, not for the sake of pissing off my fan base. This is just the team
18 other teams.
I don't know. Let me know.
I think they should be allowed to, but
no.
It's
Yeah, let us know. What do you feel? Is it okay? Is it acceptable? Would you do it? And if you would, how much would it take? Rodri, the current reigning Ballon d'Or winner, got a pretty bad injury earlier this season, and he was out for damn near the whole season. But now he's back, fully healthy for Manchester City. A lot of people seem to think that their little slump is due to his absence, but now he's back. And so with the Club World Cup coming this summer, Man City will win the Club World Cup now that they're back healthy with their main man. Onside or offside?
Can I say they can have a really good run?
Onside or offside?
Middle side.
Middle
I'm
side.
going to sit on the fence.
You go to VAR.
The only reason why I say this is because I look at Man City's group, and I think their biggest test is Juve. I think they beat Juve this season, hands down. You have Erling Haaland back healthy and fit. You have some key injuries coming back into the mix, like a Rodri. And then I believe they cross over with Group D. I could be wrong about that, but their biggest test in that is Chelsea, maybe Flamengo.
Yeah.
And depending who gets the buy-in, because Lyon obviously not in the Club World Cup anymore, so it's LAFC or Club America. So they get to the semis for sure, and then they're powerhouses. They're used to winning. So I know we've joked around,
No De
they don't have
Bruyne.
a trophy this year. This could be their trophy.
No De Bruyne.
Let me piss some people off. I'm going to go offside.
Offside.
Yeah, I'm going to go offside. I don't think the slump that they're in, they are in a slump.
Yeah.
Pep, Man City are trophyless this year.
Yeah.
I don't think the Club World Cup is going to flip around that. The couple of months that they get is just going to suddenly change that, because I think it's a mentality thing that's missing. Sure, Rodri being back is a huge advantage. I mean, it was so good to see him come in for Holland and just make an impact and just get a few touches in the match against Bournemouth. But is it enough? I think, Pep even said, I want a small squad.
Yeah.
He's going to make changes. That takes a big adjustment. It takes some time. And yeah, you get to go playing games. They'll probably make it out of the group for sure. But I don't know. When other teams have a set roster right now, they have a clear plan.
Yeah.
When it comes to the semis and it comes to finals,
I just feel like when you
I
look
want
at this
someone else
team,
to win it. They've won everything. Let somebody else win it.
Either way, I think it's going to be very interesting to see how true, that hypothesis that, Rodri was the main reason why, Man City hasn't been doing so well. And so during the Club World Cup, again, going against some big teams, the biggest teams in the world. So we'll really get to see how true that is. But again, let us know in the comments. Let us know. We want to hear from you. I'm going to drop Darian and Kaylyn's phone number so y'all can contact them directly so that you can tell them.
I don't want the harassment.
So that you can tell them
I've
directly.
seen some of the comments. I'm going to be cooking and cleaning for a really long time.
You guys can clean my kitchen. I'm good.
Let us know in the comments.
Fold
what
my
do you think
laundry.
about all the topics we
away.
talked about today. Let us know. We want to hear from you. This is Man of the Match, where we give credit, we give our flowers, obviously praise to players, individuals that we feel like were outstanding in football this past week. I'm going to get this started and give a big shout out to Henry Mkhitaryan. A little bit of pressure going into this final against PSG with Inter Milan. Obviously, a lot of pressure going into the final against PSG with Inter Milan, but he could potentially be the first player in history to win all of UEFA's current club competitions in his career. So he won the Europa League with United a few years back. He won the Conference League with Roma, and now he could potentially be a Champions League winner with Inter.
The only one to ever do it,
to ever
potentially?
do all of those, all three.
Isn't
Conference
that
League,
crazy?
Europa League, and Champions League. Yeah. Mkhitaryan, pressure.
Do you think he's
That's a good
thinking of it?
choice.
Probably.
Or do you think he's just like,
I think every athlete like to say that they don't think about these things. It's like, when you're about to break like a record and then they're like, oh, I'm just focused on doing what's best for the team. You lying.
I think it's like quietly there.
Yeah,
it's got to be. That's what makes you a competitor.
Yeah.
It's there
That's
for
insane,
sure.
though, to think after this many years, he could potentially be the first player
Yeah, man.
to win all three. That says everything about him, though.
Yeah, Wallen says mid-30s. And again, he's been through it, bounced around from so many teams, but has always, from the Shakhtar days to Dortmund, which is, where for me, like, he made his name and really, cemented himself and, caught the eyes of a lot of teams in Europe. And then from there on, the United stints were, weren't great, but he's always been Mr. Consistency in my eyes. Great vision, great passing abilities, just one of those players where exactly what you're going to get. I think he's going to be an integral part of that team, but yeah, that was my man of the match for this week.
Dan Burn for me for Newcastle. I think we touched on him on Through Ball. What was it, match day 2, match day 3 when we were on the show?
I don't know.
When he first got his call up with the England national team this season in 2025. But his story is remarkable because he is a true competitor. We just spoke about competitors, but he was flown around like lower leagues, jumping around from team to team, never really found a home, grinded through from, League One, Championship, and then finally got his break for Newcastle, had an outstanding season, and then at his age to then get called up. By the way, it's his childhood club of Newcastle.
Yeah.
So that almost makes that Hollywood story even that much better. And then gets his call up to England. But during, him being bounced around, the athlete side of things that people don't see, of like the mental side of it and how hard it is and how difficult it is, and you're leaving families, you're missing birthday parties, the mental toll it takes. And he's now come out and he's been an advocate and a spokesperson for the, the mental side of the game, that he struggled with mental health issues.
Yeah.
And as a male and as a professional, because when you see interviews with him, he's like this big 6'5" burly man that's like, hoo-ha, like nothing like tears. I love it. I love that he's come out and said it wasn't easy for me. I really struggled growing up playing football. I struggled in the lower leagues that I was playing in, and I feel like he got the help that he needed. He spoke to the people that he needed, and there's nothing wrong with that. So for him to be able to maybe change the narrative of a young and up and coming soccer player, or a young and up and coming male figure that maybe isn't a professional athlete, that's like, oh, if Dan Byrne can do it and he's speaking out about it, it's okay for me too. So I really thought that was incredible. He's my man of the match. I love him. I love everything that he's about, and I'm so happy that he's now with the England national team and he's doing so well with Newcastle.
People sharing their stories is so vulnerable. Like, at the end of the day, regardless of gender, everybody struggles with mental health. Yeah. Everybody deals with whatever's going on behind the scenes. You never know. So for athletes with a platform, even us with a platform, people to sit back and talk about that, like a Dan Burns, I think it's so powerful, because that voice, that representation, the vulnerability is so needed, especially when we're all on our phones all the time. You have that accessibility. Just somebody that could be going through something to pop up and see that is massive. I love that shout. I'm going to go to mine.
Yes. What's
my,
your
once again,
MOTM?
My men of the match. I
love that you always
like
take
to double up.
Yeah, you changed the game, and I'm here for it. Go on.
I like to double up. Again, I've talked about him every single week.
Gyokeres.
No chance.
Man, this dude has scored 53 goals in 51 games.
Baller.
53 goals.
Can you
Sporting.
imagine?
It's crazy.
For
He's got
Sporting
that dog
CP.
in him.
Yes.
I can't even think of
One
that
of
many.
Portuguese
This is why he's got his like genuine celebration, because he can't.
Yeah,
you can't think of that many celebrations.
The Bane celebration is iconic. I want to see it in the EPL. Maybe Arsenal. I don't know. I think he's going to Arsenal. They can afford him and they need him. But I want to give him a shout out because he's just been so consistent, fantastic. He scores in every which way you can possibly think of. Man is jacked.
OD.
Elijah was going off about how fit this man is.
It made me want to do some more push-ups. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you,
Elijah.
Thank
you look great.
Between him and Mo Salah,
thank you.
Between him and Mo Salah, I'm like they're both yacked, but he's been incredible.
No, don't flex. You ruined our man in the match now. We're gonna edit that out.
No, he has been. He has been, and I think. But I mean, we've heard a lot more of the United rumors though from him. So
I'm not going to United from him. Don't do it.
That's where your career died. I mean, Amram's who.
No,
but Amram is who coached him at Sporting CP before. So you're back with your coach. It could be a good move.
You can't even say that with believing in it. Who's your second man in the match?
KDB. We've been talking about him, but it just makes your heart happy for him. Like it's very bittersweet to see him step away from City, and we know that he wanted to stay. They're moving in a different direction. That happens, but 10 years, 16 major trophies.
That's crazy.
This guy captaining the team, leading the team. I mean, they're building a statue outside of the Etihad.
I'm crossing my fingers for that statue.
They're building a statue. Yeah. And then to see the tifo even before the match, a giant tifo of Kevin De Bruyne, I think was just so powerful and a really big testament to how important this man has been the last 10 years. And I was with friends today earlier, and they were saying, one of my friends was saying that he's arguably one of the best midfielders ever to play in the EPL.
Fact.
100%. Someone said to me the other day in our generation, I was like, no, I think ever. And like we had a massive debate, and I'm like, I understand that there's been some amazing midfielders, but like 16 trophies in 10 years.
16 trophies in 10.
How he plays the game, how he plays
Consistent.
it at a high level consistently. That's the biggest thing.
108
Well.
goals, 177 assists
No, it's a joke.
in
As a
421 matches.
midfielder.
As a mid.
The respect that people put on his name.
incredibly
and it's like,
humble.
Yeah. And it's not just like an Instagram story. And again, I know this sounds so stupid, but that to me is like how much these players respected him. Like he
Yeah.
was like a lad's lad, worked hard at the training ground, enjoyed his time off the pitch as well, like a beautiful family. And I'm like, come to Major League Soccer.
No, for sure. I want him to come to MLS. I don't even care what team.
Yeah.
Like, just pull up to MLS. Come on, we'll welcome you. With
San
open arms.
Diego. San Diego would be a great show.
I love doing it. I love doing that sound, right?
I just got air sickness.
Dramamine.
Strap on y'all seatbelts, man. This is your captain speaking. Let's take a little trip around the world right now. Obviously, this is DAZN, right? And remember, DAZN, Club World Cup, June 14 to July 13. Make sure you tune in. But with that being said, there's a lot of different changes that are going to be made throughout this summer in the midst of the Club World Cup, right before the Club World Cup, after the Club World Cup. It's at the center of it all. So many different transfers happening, rumors, there's talks, there's murmurs. You know what I'm saying? The streets are talking. What are the most kind of interesting, what have we heard?
I've heard rumors that potentially Angel Di Maria
Oh,
to Inter
yes.
Miami.
Ah, damn. Why is... Okay, we need to... Miami, stop. Stop.
They need it. I will say, if you guys know Di Maria. He's a game changer. Not
He's
that they need...
brilliant.
I feel like, brilliant. They need more
Yes.
help defensively.
Yeah.
That was going to be my point.
But when you have so many good attacking players, if you're scoring full 4 goals, you can concede 3.
It's little
you're still
Lamine
winning the
Yamal
game.
energy.
Yeah.
We'll just outscore you.
Look, man, tell me Messi is the GM without telling me Messi's the GM. It just feels like
Where is he not the GM? Though?
every week, I don't know if Inter Miami is going to turn into Barcelona or the Argentinian national team. It's just it's whichever way he decides it's going to swing. Di Maria is always a good choice.
Can you
though, I think,
imagine?
for
I
any
love that.
team.
They need
love
something
the way
before the
he plays.
FIFA World Cup.
Yeah.
FIFA Club World Cup. They
Yeah,
need
yeah.
something and someone quick.
Yeah, I mean, I heard a few murmurs going into Spain. It seems like Barcelona have given up on trying to get Nico Williams. However, there is a chance though, because Barcelona don't want him anymore, that he could potentially. There's talks of him potentially going to Real Madrid. I don't see it making sense.
Another winger.
I don't think that
Yeah,
right
they don't
now.
need another winger right now.
I don't think. One, Nico doesn't, in this point of his career, he doesn't want to be benched by
Yeah,
anyone.
he would be a backup player, which
Yeah.
he's not a backup player.
Yeah.
Real has enough players. They need to be focusing on their defense. Obviously,
Yeah.
they have Trent now.
and
just
getting
reinforcing
chemistry
that.
again with Vinny, Mbappe,
Yeah.
Rodrigo's.
Exactly.
Who knows what's going on there? But
Yeah.
I don't know if I see that happening.
Yeah, I don't see it. You can't leave a team as as special, especially with his
With your
position,
brother?
with his brother
Yeah.
being from the Basque region, playing for Bilbao, getting a trophy with them. Like, you don't want to leave that to then
Yeah.
go warm up the bench at the Real. But
Yeah,
you got,
they're in a
Darian?
gold
what
cage.
transfers have you heard?
Part of the rumor mill that I have heard, what the streets are saying, is that Cristiano Ronaldo possibly will feature in the Club World Cup. His contract with Al Nassr runs out, and he's gotten a significant offer, supposedly, from a Brazilian club.
Ooh, Botafogo.
Yes. Botafogo, Fluminense, Flamengo, or Palmeiras. So we could possibly see,
Portuguese speakers.
yes, Ronaldo in Brazil for the Club World Cup. I want to see it.
I just
Ronaldo,
want him in
that
the
would
Club
be
World Cup. I don't
interesting.
care
Yeah.
where he goes. Come to Seattle Sounders for all I care.
That would be
Genuinely, at this
interesting.
point. He's still like, he's the best goal scorer
He's a
the
game
world's ever.
changer.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
game changer. And I think he's got like a good another year left in him. And especially
I
at
think he got a
Fi-
couple.
FIFA Club World Cup where
Yeah.
you're like, it's the top teams in the world. I think it will like just bring his name back to life. And
Yeah.
like the whole debate, I saw an interview with Messi the other day and he was asked like about him, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's like, it's been the greatest rivalry in sport. And I'm like grateful for it because it's like, who's the better player? We're both fantastic players, but in very different ways.
Yeah.
And I
going.
feel like they've both transitioned into very
Right.
different players now as well, that they're still top freaking
The
players in the
story
world. Yeah,
of
it's
them
like,
meeting up in the Club World Cup.
yeah. We need it.
Yeah, we need it.
Come on, that reunion.
Because
Make
Inter
it
Miami
happen.
were meant to play them, and then something happened that the game was canceled in preseason of last year, so they couldn't play.
Yeah.
People were devastated because they traveled like all from all likes of the world because they
Mm-hmm.
wanted to see Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi go head to head again.
Yeah.
So like, come on,
Let's
Miami's in it.
soccer gods.
Yes,
Let's make it
make
happen.
it
Make it happen. Listen, we'll start a GoFundMe. I'll pitch in.
I don't think
$1.
Cristiano Ronaldo needs your GoFundMe.
Nah.
I'm just saying.
You right.
It's a nice thought, though.
You're right.
Nice gesture. How about for like a nice night out for us three?
Okay,
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. GoFundMe. DAZN GoFundMe to fund our lifestyle off camera. For the last spot into the FIFA Club World Cup, we got Club America versus LAFC. It's going down May 31st. It's a big game. Got some big money. How much money they got on this game?
10 mil.
$10
10
million.
milli.
10 million.
Big money game. Who do we think? Whoever ends up making it, obviously we talked about who do we think maybe is going to win the matchup, but whichever one of them make it into the competition, who would make it the further, LAFC or Club America?
It's such a tough one because both teams have big name players,
Yeah.
but I would give the edge to Club America only because Olivier Giroud has not hit as of yet for LAFC. Denny Bouanga starting to find his form. And just the players that have been hitting for LAFC, they're a little bit young and unknown and haven't played in big competitions before. Whereas you go to Club America, you have Dos Santos in the midfield, you have Zendejas that's been unbelievable, Martin leading the line, that's a goal-scoring machine. I just feel like they have a little bit more depth than LAFC, but it is a one-off situation in California at the 32-52 at BMO. So that game, first and foremost, I feel like LAFC has the edge in that one.
Yeah.
But in the tournament phase, I would go Club America.
I agree on Club America.
Yeah. It's tough, though.
Form in season,
Yeah.
leaving that to go straight into Club World Cup.
Yeah, like currently they're sitting, well, they finished second. They just knocked out Cruz Azul in the second leg of their league. I feel like as of right now, both teams are in very good form, but I don't know. I feel like Club America would just push the edge a little bit in the tournament.
Hey, well, there's only one way to find out. May 31st, Club America versus LAFC going head-to-head. Whichever one of them make it, we'll see how far they get into the tournament, but it's going to be tough. Again, some of the biggest clubs in the entire world. So, yeah, no pressure, though. But should be interesting, should be box office game. And, again, $10 million on the line. Whoever wins it is going to get a nice payday. There's been a lot of different changes around
I feel
football.
like people are getting bored.
Changes. Yeah. People are getting a little bored. Thierry Henry recently said that he feels like he's been a little bored with football. And so maybe the players are too, because they're switching it up a lot, especially with their hair. And so we're going to go through some of the latest hair switches that we've seen. We're going to rate them from 1 to 10.
10 being the best,
10
obviously.
being like, this
Fire.
is fire. This
Okay.
is amazing. You should have been at the Met Gala. Like, this is great.
Okay.
1 is never do this again. Put a hat on.
Okay.
Starting with Garnacho.
Oh, he looks like Malfoy.
Rated from 1 to 10.
1, never do it again.
You know, maybe it's magical.
Keep
Maybe
the
it's like
bleach. I'll use it on
Hogwarts
my
vibe.
hair. No.
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 I will say it's not yellow. So, like, I'll give them points for that. So,
Okay.
maybe I'll move it to, like, a 3. Because it is really hard
It's
to bleach your hair
platinum.
blonde and not have that, like, yellow tinge in
Yeah.
it.
It's not like Super Saiyan Goku vibe.
Yeah.
So but it seems like maybe he's trying to hit on like the Lamine trend, because Lamine did his hair kind of like this right before the Copa del Rey final. So maybe this is like to give him good luck.
Don't know. I'm still only
Yeah.
giving him, like, a 3.
I'm going an
3.
8.
What?
8?
You're going icy? He went icy. You went for it. He went for it and it landed. The man is icy. I'm here for it.
All right.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna go a little in between 3, 8. I'm gonna go 5 because I feel like he should have went. If you're gonna go for it, really go for it.
He did.
Which footballer is gonna have?
How much? What do you want
is
him
gonna have
to
the
do? Put-
cojones to bleach their eyebrows too?
No.
Go for
that
it
trend,
fully.
That trend should never be around.
See, I love that.
Do
trend.
not. No, you don't. No,
do.
you don't. You
I
look. They
do.
look. You look crazy. You
Yeah,
look
I
like
don't
an
like it
alien.
either, but
No.
yeah, I would
it.
say
It's
No.
funky. It's like alien.
Darian, you show up here with bleached eyebrows and you're getting kicked off our show.
Please don't take my eyebrows off my face.
edit, please. Somebody
don't.
take
Yeah.
AI and edit Darian's
No.
eyebrows and make it blonde.
No.
I like
I
it. He
literally
went
dye
for
my
it.
eyebrows dark so I don't have blonde eyebrows. Like, I make them dark.
Oh,
Next, what else do we got?
Don't give me ideas. But next up, Rafinha with the red and the blue braids.
You're so funny.
What
I
are we
love it.
giving
I'm
it?
giving it a 10.
What?
I'm giving it a 10. I love the cornrows. He's always lined up. He's always got his hair braided down. I love
Yeah,
the
braids-
red and
the
blue.
braids,
Like,
yeah.
I'm here for it. It's hair.
I just
It's
feel like
supposed to
it's
be
like
fun.
very like high school cheerleader with the red and blue. I love like the braids are
plays at
sick and
Barca.
clean.
Barca
yeah, I get
color.
that, but like you're not 10. You
Listen-
don't need the color in there.
Listen, man, Barca boy, obviously, I'm biased. However, the colors is what kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah,
I'll
the
tell
braids
you what.
are sick.
I'll tell you what. When I get like cornrows, I usually go like 8 braids. Like, and you've seen like the design different people have done, like ASAP Rocky with his braids. Like those, I like. I like the design on the side. I'm gonna give him a 7 because the colors is just not. It's not doing it for me.
Yeah, the
Wow,
colors
you
are
guys are
rectangular as
wild.
well.
I don't know, but
love
I give him a
this.
7.
No.
I love this.
The
He plays
design
for a
on the
team.
side saved
man,
it.
the man has different cornrows every week. The
Fact.
color's
And
gonna come
usu-
out.
And usually,
He
goes
used
crazy.
some braiding hair.
Who's the girl in the NWSL? Who am I thinking of?
Trinity Rodman?
That I can mess like because it's like pink and it's cool and it's different. Like she doesn't match it. Like her hair's always
So
fire.
if these braids, excuse me, if his cornrows were pink.
yeah, I'd give him.
All right, okay, Barbie. we know pink is the secret.
okay, I
You
really
like
see what's
pink,
going
yeah, I
on
like
here.
pink.
We see
No,
what's going
it's like,
on.
It's too no. I'm going to like no.
You guys are haters.
Okay,
Yep.
so let's go. Let's go. Antoine Griezmann with the with
His wife braided his hair.
Did he just come back
Okay.
from Jamaica?
No,
Yeah,
his wife braided
He's
his
like-
hair watching a movie. Is
he's
what
like,
I read.
I remember when I was a teenager and I knew when like all my white friends would go on vacation, they'd come back with little box braids. And
I did it-
everyone went to Jamaica. Did you do it?
I did it once,
We
and
need
my
the
head
picture.
looks like the color of your sweatshirt.
Your scalp was
never
fried.
again. No, never
Scalp
again.
be fried.
I had dandruff for days
Yeah.
because my head was peeling. I'll never do it again.
I feel like you just got back from some island. He was
Oh
around
my
some
God.
Caribbean people.
Yeah,
It's funny. I'll give him a 5. Whatever.
I give it a okay, a 5.236.
I'll sit with the 5 with you guys.
Yeah,
Look at us
it's-
agreeing. Okay.
It could.
Yeah.
But I give it an E for effort though. It's funny and he looks like he's having fun with it. But now, Neymar.
Oh, it's so I like didn't
Neymar.
recognize him.
This is like the second time that Neymar has gotten like hair extensions. The first time he got some locks, and now with the braids.
You go on.
I can't. No.
No, go on.
Look,
He's a good-looking guy. I don't know. It's just not him.
yeah, I don't know. It's a 6 for me. Also,
6.
yeah, it's a 6 for me.
I'm giving it a 4. They're a little thick. It's a little thick and a little concentrated.
See, I don't know any
coming
of
from
it.
someone that gets braids a lot. That's heavy when you're running.
yeah,
that's
yeah.
smacking you right
Yeah, it's a lot.
here
It's
on
a
the
lot.
back of the dome.
It's a lot.
They're a little thick for me. So
Yeah.
yeah, what did I say?
I think
3?
you said 3.
Sticking with the 3.
Okay, last but not least, we've seen this. This was a little more outdated now because it's been a couple of weeks. But Lamine Yamal, new hairstyle.
Love
Come
it.
on,
10.
Blondie.
10.
yeah, yeah.
10.
This isn't the brassy
He
you were talking
he
about.
started it when he first did it. Okay, so now he's
Can't
developed.
wait.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me just backtrack this. When he first did it, I went, whoa, you need a purple shampoo. You need a toner. I got a hairdresser. I can help you. And then I think someone might have told him, or maybe he got some
This is
It's evolved.
comments on social media. There's a purple shampoo, shimmer lights. It's great. I can send you some. But then he's like developed. It's like a nice, and he started the trend, and he's just cool. He's got a cool factor. I'm like, I love it. 10.
He won. He won too.
10 out of 10 out of 10.
Lamine, yeah, I give Lamine 1,000 out of 10.
Yeah.
He could do no wrong. You
No,
could
he
do
can't.
no wrong, my boy.
Yeah, all right.
1,000 out of 10.
He's obsessed.
What's your
I'll go an
rating?
8. I for sure thought
No, love him.
that you were gonna say
Originally.
0
Okay,
because
originally.
of Brett. Like when you made the comment earlier
So brassy.
about Malfoy, I
No.
thought that you were gonna rip.
No,
Yamal for
you
this.
can't rip him.
It's extra time, and any little crumbs, anything left that we got to talk about for this week, I'm gonna let it off, fire it off. Kaylyn,
Yes.
what do you got?
Yes. Are you ready for mine?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? There's like a 2-part thingy. Give me a whistle. Give me a whistle. Okay, so I'm going to go over to England. We're getting back on your flight, going over to England because it was so memorable. And obviously, it's a soft spot in my heart. My father-in-law is like an Everton legend. So he was over at Goodison Park for the final game, Everton taking on Southampton. They won it 2-0. And in just Everton fashion, like the blue smoke going off before the game, the legends on the pitch from the 70s, 80s, 90s to the former players that are now playing there, to like send them off in the way that they did after they've struggled the last few seasons, right? They've been borderline almost relegation last year, this year fighting for their lives. To have that send-off, to go into a new stadium that is remarkable.
Yeah.
But the best part about this, I don't know if it's like official yet, but there's been rumors that the women's professional team will take over Goodison's Park, which is huge for the women, because you look at stadiums and iconic stadiums, like you would hate for that to be torn down or like not be used. So for me as a female athlete, looking at this to be like, this is potentially our new home stadium where we can, you know, we have a beautiful pitch, we have a beautiful stadium. It's, you know, Everton, Liverpool. It's got like the history of it. It just makes it that much more special. So I'm really hoping that Everton Football Club does end up going through with that, because that's amazing. But yeah, it was just really cool watching it on TV, FaceTiming my father-in-law, getting all the videos and pictures being sent, like Peter Reid with a selfie with Adrian. It was just, it was really, really cool, and just a really cool moment for Everton Football Club.
Evertonians.
Awesome.
Shout out to Everton. Sidebar, well, kind of relating to what you're saying, I got to really appreciate Everton during the times of Lukaku. I think that was like the first time where it like for me personally, like he put a spotlight on the team, and I was like, okay, I got to pay attention to them a little bit more. So shout out to Everton. For my extra time, again, you know, got to be a little bit biased. Barcelona, Hansi Flick, just literally just today as we filming this, just renewed his contract as Barcelona manager till 2027. So we got a few more years of the flick of the wrist. And yeah, we're happy. Two trophies this season with Barca. Almost got into the Champions League final. It was, you know, we were projected to go in and win the treble. But yeah, I just think that despite the highly criticized high line, I think
high risk, high reward. I always said it.
Facts. Despite how, you know, and sometimes it has cost us. I think that, you know, his system works. I think the players, he's strict and the players respect him and they want to play for him. And obviously he's gotten lucky with the Lamines of the world and the young boys like the Gavis and Pedris and Kubarsis.
Lamine and Gavi are on a roller coaster right now. I was just on social media scrolling. Like they're having the time of their life.
Go live it up.
Having fun.
He's deserved. That's so deserved, because he's a coach. Anybody can go and probably look at the talent on that roster and throw them out to do whatever, but he's truly gotten the best out of every single player in a very risky system, but the players love it. They love him. So absolutely deserved. I love that.
100%.
I'm sticking with women's footy because Women's Champions League final is this Saturday on DAZN. So tune in. You don't want to miss it. 12 p.m. Eastern with Barcelona and Arsenal.
When have we ever said there's a Champions League final without Barcelona, genuinely?
Come
like,
on,
I feel
Barca.
like they win everything.
It's been a long time. Lyon has the most titles, but they got knocked out. So it's Barcelona and Arsenal. Barcelona have won this 3 times.
Yeah.
Arsenal,
you damn right.
Once.
Yes.
And
Who's
Arsenal,
winning it? Who's winning it?
I do think Barcelona is going to win it just based off of history. But Arsenal have shocked everybody. This team knows how to come back from a deficit. They know how to score goals. This team has galvanized energy. They're bringing all of the women's Arsenal legends to the match, flying them out wherever they are. It's really, really cool. I absolutely love that.
Hey,
So
the men
playing
couldn't do it, so the
Lisbon.
women are going to pick up
Yes.
everything up for you. All right?
Facts.
They'll bring the
And I'm
trophy.
cool with that. Listen, man. Alexia, Aitana, Salma, do y'all thing. Do y'all thing. Okay? For La Bolgrana, do your thing. Bring home the trophy. Give us another Champions League. Inspire the men. You know what I'm saying? To do it the same thing.
Pass over that
next
energy.
season. Yeah. Give us a little bit of that luck.
Well, that does it for us. What are we, episode 10 here?
Yes.
We saw Tottenham raise Europa League this week. Unbelievable.
League
They'll be
now.
in Champions League. I know you were highly against that in episode 9. Me and Darian were onside that it's amazing to see the Europa League winner get into the Champions League. So very cool. Love being with you both yet again, even though you're in Manchester United colors today. Just saying.
It was unintentional. But like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what we missed, what you want to hear about in week 11. We love hearing from you guys. So let us know. We'll chop it up.
Yes. And as always, remember this summer from June 14th to July 13th, the FIFA Club World Cup is coming to DAZN. You don't want to miss it. Okay, this is box office. This is the main event. Make sure you tune in. As always, Kaylyn, Kyle, Darian Jenkins. It's been your boy Elisha. Through ball on DAZN, and we'll see you on the next episode. Peace. Eat your vegetables.